There's something I was telling somebody. I said, we are all in one prison or the other, not necessarily being locked up in prison, you know. We are all in one prison or the other, and there's no how anybody can get out of it except you know you're in prison. You could be in prison of material things. You could be in prison of pride. You could be in prison of arrogance. You know, you name it. All those things are prison that we get ourselves locked up in, that if we do not know, even when people are telling us, oh, this is this, this is that. And one thing I always say, Stella, is I am one who, once I'm told a flaw about me, when I am having my reflection, you know, reflection time, I hope you do, I do every night before I sleep, before I doze off, before I nod off. After my talking to God, I sometimes it's the other way around. I reflect before praying, or I pray before reflecting, depending. And then I go back, I'm like, how could this day have been better? Oh, I don't like the way I spoke to that person. Oh, I saw that person, they greeted me, but the way I responded. Or why was I so rude? You know, things like that. I kind of rewind and sit and say, it would have been better if this. And I kind of promise myself that if I'm in that situation again the next day, or, you know, whenever, so I have that running in my mind. You understand? I have that running in my mind. So, same thing. We always have to bear in mind that whatever prison we found ourselves in, we can get out of it. Whatever prisons we found ourselves in, we can get out of it. Some very difficult, that it takes a lot of discipline to get out of it. And some, you just decide and you get out of it. Now, I'm one who, I used to be very, very hot-tempered, believe you me, extremely. But I'm not saying I'm totally out of it, but I'm changing, and I'm quite impressed that I am changing. You know, I used to be one that isn't very patient with people when they're not doing the right thing, until I came to the realization that what I think is right is probably not right to that person. So the younger ones around me, so when I'm trying to correct them, I'm very subtle, I'm very calm, I'm loving, understanding where they're coming from and the fact that they do not know. So there's a lot about life. There's a lot about life that is so very interesting. So very interesting. And yeah, we'll get there.